It was just the best feeling in the world. You know, as you said, I was very emotional. I couldn't hold those emotions in. Didn't have it in me to do the national anthem because I would have been proper bawling my eyes out on the podium.
Nathan Hales, Olympic champion. How does that sound?
It sounds absolutely incredible. I still can't believe it. It's not sunk in at all yet. It's been a crazy few years. I was fortunate that I could sort of pick and choose the events I wanted to go to over the next few years, which meant I could really then tailor the next few years on the build up to Paris to exactly what I wanted, rather than have to chase around the world and the country, trying to win spots. My motivation's always been what I wanted to do. My coach, he passed away, who I started this journey with. So he passed away, I think it was late 2019, maybe early 2020, which was a huge loss for me. I was very close to him. We had a great relationship. And for a while, competing didn't quite feel the same. It was very hard to get motivated for those competitions. I didn't quite get the same buzz, but fortunately managed to get all that back, and I'm sure he'd be so proud. I think when you set out on a journey like this, you know, you always set out with a goal in mind from the get-go. That's what gets you into it or gets you started to start. And yeah, we dreamed of going to an Olympics together. Him and I, unfortunately, that wasn't possible, but we managed to get there in the end. We just missed out on the Tokyo cycle when he was still around, but yeah, fortunately managed to get there this cycle and see it all the way home for him. I was both nervous and excited. I sort of had not an element of doubt, but I was an element of concern that, you know, I wasn't going to some of these events that everyone else was going to, and should I be going, or am I doing the right thing staying at home? But yeah, I think you just have to trust in your plan, and my plan was to stay at home, so I believed that was the right thing to do, and really trusted that, and it works. Felt an element of being relaxed. I could feel some of the other competitors getting slightly stressed. They were starting to miss targets. So yeah, I think I managed to build through the final, rather than, you know, I started out a little bit edgy, wasn't hitting the targets quite in the centre, but they were breaking, and I sort of relaxed into it a little bit after the first few, and then just managed to find my flow and keep going. Yeah, I'll send Rory a message on Instagram later and remind him that it's his fault. But no, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things. It's the typical commentator's curse. It always seems to happen at the right or the wrong time, but I'm sure it has no relevance. When I broke the world record, I had the realisation just before that I could do it. I knew the score for that. I wasn't aware of the Olympic record at the time, so I was just, you know, shooting targets one at a time and keeping my head down and seeing where we could get to. So to come out of it with a gold, and then afterwards realise that we'd set an Olympic record as well was incredible. It was just the best feeling in the world. You know, as you said, I was very emotional. I couldn't hold those emotions in. Didn't have it in me to do the national anthem because I would have been proper bawling my eyes out on the podium. But yeah, to have that medal put around my neck, look up and see, you know, the GB flag, look up into the grandstand and see my family, my partner, my kids, my mum and dad was just, absolutely incredible. And you know, to have all our support staff there, all the staff we work with year in, year out, and they see the highs and the lows of us, so to see them all there as well and have all them, really pushing you on is just amazing. I'd just like to say a huge thank you. It wouldn't be possible without, you know, any single one of them. You know, Kevin was a big part of my career before he passed away, and still is a big driver in my career. Family and friends, it's just phenomenal to have their support, and it wouldn't be possible without them, as well as like personal sponsors. You know, they can't do enough. Say thank you enough to them, as well as, you know, Team GB, UK Sport, lottery funding. It wouldn't be possible without any of them either. It makes us be able to do the job that we do. It's incredible. It's a huge sense of achievement and pride. You know, I don't think there's anything can make you prouder, other than maybe becoming a father, than having an Olympic medal around your neck. I think it's lived up to everything and more. The only thing that was different for us, we were a satellite venue, so we didn't have the feeling of the Olympic Village and the buzz of being right in the centre. But in some ways, that normalised it for us. It was just like a normal event. You know, we see the same guys and around the world year in, year out. We compete against each other all the time. But yeah, in that terms of that, it was 100% what I was expecting. I got some advice off my partner, Charlotte. She's a two-time Olympian herself, so she gave me all the thoughts and feelings of what I might be feeling. I work with Peter Wilson, who won in London. He won gold in London. He gave me all his insights. My coach Marco, he's been to couple of Olympic Games, I believe, with yeah, and he gave me his full knowledge and insight. We worked very closely together, as well as my other support staff who gave me their insights. So I've just been had the best knowledge that I feel I could have got from anyone. Yeah, it's just incredible, and I might have been the one out there competing to win the medal, but it wouldn't be possible without any of the team that support you, family, friends, and the support team. It wouldn't be possible without any of them.